Oh my goodness. There's something in here. There's something. Let me pull it out. Oh.
It's like a letter.
It says here, thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. And it's found in Psalms 119:11.
My Lord.
Should we take it out or should we put it back in?
I think we should put it back in.
Let's put it back in. Come on. Put it back in. Come on. That's
right. Give me some thread.
Okay. Wait. I think he's looking pretty good. Wait. You want to give him CPR mouth to mouth?
I don't got my certificate yet from Sister.
Oh. Go ahead. Right. I think wait. He's coming back. He's coming.
Hallelujah. God is good.
How you feel there, brother?
I feel good.
I feel good. I feel good too. Let's praise God for this brother.
Hallelujah.
So this is our letters or words of joy, or what an expression towards people that we admire. Dorian, you are one of the few that I looked up to as a kid. Yeah, that's still in church and still active. I've seen you from when you used to work for Bishop, you, Tyrone, and Kenneth, and you came up on through to Jess Burgers, and I seen that Bishop has installed a work ethic in you that still drives you today, and for that I do admire. From when you used to play the bass back in the day, still doing it now with the funky fro. You got the waves, but you still doing stuff for God, and you're doing a lot more as well as a deacon, and that's why I truly admire you, man. Because of the things that you did for Bishop, I see he's starting to truly bless you. I see from afar that you really truly respect your mom, and you're a great son, and Sarah, she adores you, man. She adores you, man. And I see also you're a great husband. So, like I said, from afar, I just want to say I truly do respect you as a man, and I've been looking up to you, and just keep on doing it, man.
Proverbs 31:10 says, "Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies?" And the definition of a virtuous woman is someone who holds high moral standards for themselves, and you embody that perfectly. You are extremely generous and loving and caring, and you continually to take care of me, my brother, and my sister, and you're a wonderful auntie. You always look out after us, and you always make sure that we're okay, and you always make sure that we're, that we're okay, that we're set. You are always bragging about us and telling stories about when we were little to everyone, and you're not only generous to us, your family, but you're generous to the saints. And you've been working in the church for such a long time, and you're such a modest and humble person about it. You don't brag about what you've done, and I hope that I can be like you one day, and I love you.
The person I pick is my sister, Victoria. I actually wrote it down what I wanted to say to my sister.
Okay.
I wrote down and I said that she married my brother. I like to spend time with her at her house, protect her, I love my sister. And then I said, she's pretty, she's thoughtful, thankful, and helpful.
That I wanted to speak about tonight was Sister Bree. And because, they always say that you should give flowers to somebody while they're alive and not wait until they're in the ground, I wanted to give Sister Bree a little token of love and flowers And Sister Bree came to the light of the world via her mom. And we all know that when you first came, you were a little, active and, a little rebellious. But, watching you over the years to be able to see what God is doing for your life, seeing how your attitude has changed, how you went from a person who has an awesome voice, but for someone who had an awesome voice didn't want to even just utter one note, and to hear you sing your own solos and to be able to be a part of the praise team, to see how God is just blessing your life and seeing how you have been a tremendous help to the pastor with her daughter and being part of the First Family and helping out wherever you need. When people ask you to do something, you never say no. You don't have an attitude about it. Sometimes I think, you get taken advantage of because you have such a big heart. And I know there's things that God is going to do for you. You have such a great spirit. There's nothing that God wouldn't do for you. Years ago, I had a dream that your mom had came to church and all these people followed her. But I since realized that it wasn't your mom, that it was you. That it was you in the dream that was bringing all of your family and people were following you, and God has shown that, your brothers come in, your sisters. God is just tremendously, and I don't want you to, a lot of things happen to you and in your past and things you're trying to figure out why God is doing things for you. But I know that, he tests those that he chastens those who he loves, and he has something great in store for you. So don't give up on God. Don't think that he doesn't listen to your prayers. Don't think that he doesn't have something greater for you, because he does. In order to have, a big house, you have to lay down a foundation, a huge foundation on a mansion. It takes a longer time than it does on a little studio. So God is just building up your mansion, but he has to do the foundation first, and you don't want cracks in your foundation, and you may not understand everything that he's doing, but he's doing it for a purpose. He's making you a greater you, and I just want to say that I love you.
I'm actually not gonna do a poem, but that's okay. First, giving honor to God, to the pastors, to Mother Price, to all my brothers and sisters in Christ. I just wanted to say a few words in acknowledgement of love and also of Black History Month. I'm not going to go too in depth, so I'll leave y'all here with your feelings hurt. So I'm going to just try and keep it brief and nice. But this month has been a bit of an up and down for me. I learn things, each day is a new learning experience for me. I learn, when I talk to certain people, I always try to take things from them. And this month, it's really made me realize how much God has blessed me and how much I've learned. And these just past few years, I've noticed that he's put these magnifying glasses on my eyes, and he's made them stronger each year, so I'm able to see things I didn't notice before, and I'm able to be knowledgeable of certain things. And I noticed that in school, my history is not always, I have to wait till February to learn it. Everything always happens in February. I have to wait to learn it. I have to wait till, certain programs come on TV. I always have to wait till February, and I don't believe there should be a mark to learn what I should already know. And I think it's very important that us as young people, we know where we come from, and we should know what we were built upon. We should know where our roots are, and we should know who we are meant to be. Now, we're not going to know that straight out the gate. It's a learning experience. And, I've had many things said to me pertaining to me just being the skin color that I am. And I learned that it's not just about one specific race. Like when people say Black Lives Matter, like I've been told all lives matter. I was wearing my hoodie one day, I have a Black Lives Matter hoodie, and I wore it continuously around school, and one day somebody was like, all lives matter too, and I was just like, okay. I didn't really know what to say to her, because I've never had someone be that bold, I guess you could say, to say that to me. And took me some time to go home and look over it, and I know that she didn't mean for it to be offensive, and she didn't mean to, try and take a stab at me. And it took me to learn that Black Lives Matter is not just saying that we're the only people that matter. We're saying that we matter as well. We're saying all races matter. We're saying you should love us, you should love white, you should love Mexican, you should love Asian, you should love all. And it's saying that, America is considered the melting pot. It should be continuously seen as a melting pot. Just because we have a month doesn't mean we're saying for this month, we're the only ones that matter. Nothing else matters. We're the only ones that matter, and nothing else means nothing. Our month is for us. That shouldn't be taken as that. It should be taken as this is a month where I'm going to teach you what I know. You're going to teach me what you know, and we're going to put it together. And we're going to learn together. We're going to experience together. We're going to take in different things from different angles to each other with each other. Now, I had, my specific things that I thought I was going to say today, and, I had to be brought down a peg because I know that certain things can't be said to certain people because they won't understand it. So I just know that us as young people, we have to know our boundaries sometimes, because you can't just come straight out the gate swinging, because people are not going to understand why you're doing that. So I just want to say that just make sure you know where you come from. You know that all the things that we've been through. Be knowledgeable of that so you can make others knowledgeable of that. And like I said, I had some structure, and I got up here and it's all over the place. And I just want that our generation to know that we build boundaries for the next generation to come in and build boundaries upon that. And that each step that you take, you're doing something with it, and you're paving the way for somebody else to come and do the same thing. So don't leave others behind thinking that, Black Lives Matter, that's it, they're the only ones that matter. It's not. It's just saying that we want you to know that we matter just as well, just the same as you matter. We want all of us to matter. And I remembered when I was younger, I always had a colorblind mind. And as I got older, I started seeing color. You start watching TV and you start learning certain things and you start seeing certain things. You don't understand why. But I believe that God has shown me so many things for reasons so I can make it knowledgeable upon others, and I can teach them certain things that they probably don't even think I know, but I do, so I'm able to share that with them as well. And I just want, to say tonight, be knowledgeable and be able to share your knowledge with others, because they may need it just as much as you do.
Your is I want to thank the Lord for blessing me to have a church family to back me up, to help me through the struggle, and giving me good advice.
Thank you, Brother Joshua. Next, we'll have our sister Sharita come up with a nice love letter to God.
First Spirit of God, Bishop Price, Dr. Lady Price, Pastor Young, Pastor Price, all ministers, saints of God. My poem, well, I guess it's a poem or a letter, or whatever you want to call it. I actually did the reversal. Basically, it's God writing a love letter to me. My dearest love, it has been 12,897 days we have been physically apart. I remember watching you for the first time open your eyes. It took my breath away. I know our time apart will seem like just a moment once we are together again. I watched you while you slept again. I can't help it. I'm in love with you. I know you may find this difficult to believe, but I think about you every minute of every day. Is it possible to love someone this much, to have such a love, such an agape love for you? I hope each day that you can feel my love I have for you. I hope you know this love is never ending and will always be for you, no matter what. Don't think I am obsessive, but I did create you, so it's difficult not to be fussy over someone who is so beautiful and wonderfully made. I smile every time I think of how you've grown up knowing me and being a part of me, even though we are physically far apart. I know that you feel I am there watching and waiting and hoping you will do and make the right choices in your daily life. I love you. Does that bother you if I say it too much? Is it possible I don't say it enough? You never have to pluck off a flower petal one after the other, wondering if I love you or not. It is definitely love without a doubt. This is not fake love or pretend love. It will not wear off or go away. We don't have to play games with each other, trying to figure out if either one likes or loves each other. I love you plain and simple. I love you in spite of your faults and what you may think are your weaknesses. You don't realize I created you just the way you are. You are not weak, for everything I create is good. I know your potential and what you are capable of doing, and you can do great things, especially with me, the love of your life. Is that too forward to say? Because you are the love of my life. So I assume that I am yours. You are mine and always will be mine, always and forever to eternity. I love you. I know I keep repeating it, but it's never going away. Loving you is easy, and I can't help it. You make me love you more and more every day. I close my love with this. I'll be counting the seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, and years till we are together. You know, I'll be waiting for you with open arms with that embrace I have longed to have with you when we are together again. Till then, my love, God.
Praise God again for that beautiful letter by Sister Sharita. And our last love letter to God will come from Brother Aaron.
Hello. I don't have a paper, so I just typed it on my phone. I'm going to start now. When sorrow greets me upon the break of day, I know God's love will take the pain away. For his loving kindness, when I'm heartbroken, is filled with the promise I will not be left forsaken. When I'm discouraged before depression sets in, I think about God's love, living steadfast within. For his kind-heartedness is my soul's retreat, where my faith and trust is made in him complete. When my head I lay down at the end of the day, I sing praises to my Lord for the love he sent my way.
Close out the program. We want to thank all the people on the program. We want to thank the saints for being part of the program. At this time, we want to enter this time for worship with our praise team coming up. And we just want the young folks and anybody else want to come down and work.
I don't have a paper, so I just typed it on my phone.
All right.
I'm gonna start now. When sorrow greets me upon the break of day, I know God's love will take the pain away. For his loving kindness, when I'm heartbroken, is filled with the promise I will not be left forsaken. When I'm discouraged before depression sets in, I think about God's love, living steadfast within. For his kind-heartedness and it is my soul's retreat, where my faith and trust is made in him complete. When my head I lay down at the end of the day, I sing praise to my Lord for the love he sent my way.